Okay, we're back. I had to pause recording for a second. Um, yeah. So basically, I think when I first heard played Crystal Royals, I wanted to beat it. You know, I wanted to go through that struggle of getting all those primal crystals and everything. And like I said, this character originally came from Fedor. That originally came from Scorched Earth, and I spent some time on Fedor, but every time I wanted to transfer to Asgard or through any of the portals, it just wasn't working. So I was like, there's no way I can make this a fun series to go through and collect all the runes, considering that some of the runes that I'm going to have to go get are in those other areas. I'm assuming. Because I had collected some when I was playing the Primal Fear series, when I was playing modded on Fedor, that I was collecting some runes on Asgard. And I only stopped going to Asgard because I fell through the world at one point and lost everything. Everything at that point. But that's what I was wanting to do. Hence why I decided to come here. I ended up losing everything that I currently had besides the Pelagornis. And when I got to a terminal or an obelisk, I got the Pelagornis. I went and got the keratin I needed to get a saddle made. And I came back here to this spot because this is where I was wanting to build. A totally different area that's near water, it's near trees, where I can collect a whole bunch of stuff. And I know my character's dying, because, well, that's the thing. When you get bit once by an Alpha Rex, you obviously, you know, you get attacked by a Carno at the same time, because I killed the Carno, and I went back after the Rex. So, but, and my water's already drained. That's great. That's nice to know. It can't keep me hydrated. It's not where I was wanting the water to be. That's the one thing that sucks. Cause I had a really decent episode going, and the thing is, the game even crashed during mid recording. That's the thing that sucks. All that time I spent playing on that map, taking the time to record an episode, game crashed mid episode while trying to find a spot to build. Or to, to set up for a base. And it didn't go the way I was wanting it to go. And like I said, this is already a leveled up character. This character's already maxed out. And apparently this tree just wants to stay here. I wonder. Can I destroy it with the Pelagornis? Nope, it's one of those trees that just doesn't want to. Yeah. Well, I guess it's just gonna have to stay. So the only way to get rid of this is to have my character die. That's basically the only way. But I got enough stuff on me right now that the chest that I have ain't gonna do jack at the moment. I know that Parasaur over there is not exactly their strong level, so it's not worth going in the process of trying to tame. Uh, 50 or 60, one of the two. What, 15? Not worth it. What about you? 95, you're actually a really good level. What about this pterodon? Show me your level, Donut. There you go. So we got a Pachyrhino that is a good level. I don't normally tame those. Yeah, the only way I can get this to stop is if my character dies. But this isn't exactly a safe area either, so this is one of the reasons why I was wanting to come to all these maps. Will I go to Fedora? Fedora, I'll probably end up doing that on the PC version, because it's the only way I can get it to work. If it won't work on console, like it's supposed to, like with the whole teleporting thing, then I'm gonna have to, especially if it keeps crashing every time I try to teleport to another area, I'm gonna have to, you know, play it on PC, which is fine. But kinda wish my character would stop. I only have 800 points. I should just let those guys kill me. I probably should. Probably should have something kill me, so that way. Now I don't have a pickaxe, so that's good. I'm just gonna transfer all my stuff to you. You better be able to hold all of it. Eat a last meal. Now let's go find something to punch. That's gonna take us out. So that way this can end. Who wants to be face punched? I see a pack of raptors. Come here. Don't run. Come here. Why are you running? Took them long enough. There we go. Now we're fully healed. There's nothing in the bag to really worry about, so all the important stuff is actually on the Pelagornis right now. I don't need. Actually, hold on. I don't need any of that. Right. So this is the start of a new series. Why not? I just started on Aberration. I'm just getting started on there, and I'm going to be going to that next. Why are you ready to mate? I mean, there's no mating on you. Why? Did I turn that on? No. The hell? Anyway. This is where I'll be building for the new base. So think of this, it would be kind of like the Island series, where we frustratingly go through caves. I know there's some artifacts where I don't have to really go in that painstaking caves, like before. Those are easier to get. One's by the Wyvern Den, and one's actually, I think, somewhere over there in another cave where we can collect a lot of resources as well, such as metal and crystal. But somehow the cave's actually a real pain to find. You're not maxed out, are you? Or are you? I don't know. Maybe you are. Who knows? But, I already got a flyer. It's not the fastest flyer, but we got something that can get, polymer, which is great, because we're going to need that eventually. We're going to need other tames as well. So I'm basically going to hand gather enough stuff to get to Tranks, to get to knocking stuff out, and hopefully that level 95 Pachyrhino is still around. We can try and get that in another episode, in the next episode. So, yeah, I'm just adding more, because one of the reasons why I was doing this, because I also explained this in the Fedora series, is because if you didn't watch Aberration Episode 2, where we got the 120 Stego, I basically explained that the guys on our modded series are nowhere near ready. I spent a hell of a lot of time collecting paragons and this, that, and whatever, and trying to complete quests. And our guys are nowhere near ready. They're not. Yes, I can do what I've done before. Clone an entire army of them. Upgrade some of the clones. And so on and so forth. But sometimes that even may be futile, but it's my only idea to be able to somewhat have some sort of a win with this series. And I know, but Pelagornis, you talk too much. Considering a lot of people are gonna probably take offense to that, because talk too much, hence a female. I'm gonna get smacked for that, but I don't care. It's hilarious. But yeah, that's the thing. They're not ready, and Archimega is just gonna be like the Doc series I'm gonna be doing as well, and it's gonna take forever. It's gonna be basically Docs is basically going to be hell on Ark. That's basically what it is, and I mean, it took me forever just to kill an alpha with just this Pelagornis, but it's going to be absolutely difficult. I mean, there's still some things I haven't unlocked. And when I found the chest in Ark Omega, I didn't have enough essence to be able to unlock it, and that's boss essence. So, that's another thing that sucks, because I'm going to have to fight a hell of a lot of bosses in hopes of unlocking stuff. I mean, we're at the mid-game. I would say mid-game. I wouldn't say mid to end game, I guess you can say, because we're still fighting group bosses, the unique group bosses. We fought everything, and plus the god bosses, but we have the unique group gods to go through. We have the utility and the summoner left, and the first one that's going to become the first summoner group god would be the Dimorphodon that we tamed in an earlier episode. And it just turned out to be the best one out of all of them. And plus, it's a flyer. And because of the saddle that I have for it, makes it, a little bit more useful in comparison to the Stego and the Equus for right now. And I do have saddles for other creatures that I had randomly tamed off camera, because I had tamed a bunch of random creatures off camera, and I did this purposely because I had a feeling that with the armory that I was already in process of building, that we're going to need more and possibly unique and heavy hitters. So please understand that when it comes to that, I had to. I don't have a lot of paragons for any of them. For most of the ones that I tamed, some of the paragons that I have would be most likely going to the ones I'm already using, such as the dire bear, for instance. But or the X, as I called it. That's another joke I'm probably gonna get slapped with, but who cares? I'm adding more to the console-related series than what I need to. Usually, this would be done after Extinction when I'm done with that. But I'm not going to start Extinction until I'm done with Aberration, because Aberration I'm going to try and take my time with, because I, just like with Scorched Earth, even though I've managed to beat Scorched Earth within 9 episodes, doesn't mean that Aberration is going to can be beaten in 9 episodes. It's not. I'm going to be taking my time with it, because I'm going to try and do things I'm most likely going to fail at a hell of a lot. Like taming a Karkanos. I know I said I was wanting to try to tame a rock golem or a rock elemental in Scorched Earth, and I completely ignored that. I completely walked away from it. A Karkanos is just as useful as a rock drake in Aberration, from what I hear, because it's able to travel and all that other stuff. So that's why I'm going to have to go through a struggle trying to get it, which is going to be a royal pain, and I'm bound to screw up. The same thing with a Reaper. I'm bound to screw up trying to get a Reaper King the other way, because I've never done it that way either. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to get more resources. I'm going to get more and get to Tranks, so that way, or get stuff to make Tranks, I should say, and then make changes to this and rebuild, obviously, so that way I can really get started on this series. So don't get me wrong, it's not going to interrupt the Aberration series. You will be seeing an Arc Omega series coming soon, where we take on the utility boss and the summoner, the unique group gods bosses, to get those done, so that way we could move forward towards the end game boss, which is Zodiac. I think there's another one called Darkness, but that Darkness is related to like the 7th additional tiers to each one of the tiers already. So I don't think I need to worry about that all that much, unless you guys really want to see that. But the thing is, one of the reasons why I'm doing this, I'm spending so much time grinding on Arc Omega and not recording an episode, is because it takes a lot of time. And I know you guys like watching the boss fights. Boss fights are fun to watch. They're more exciting than me flying around looking for tames. I know this. I want to try and make these episodes entertaining. I know cave runs are entertaining because I constantly die and make stupid mistakes. That's what happens. And most of the time I don't even learn, because bit bullheaded and kind of stubborn, and I tend to charge into things. So, especially when I get a little irritated. But, yeah. So you will be seeing a future episode of Arc Omega. I'm not done with that series. I'm not done until we flip and take on Zodiac. And Zodiac is huge, hence why we need big hitters. And I would like even bigger hitters if I can get bosses and go through that grind fest. And that's going to be a pain in the butt. I still haven't got the bosses yet on Arc Omega where I can tame those bosses, which that's what sucks. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I'm gonna get to work basically on all of this, because I know this is a good base location. Hence why I'm not going to the other base location from an earlier series that we did on here. hence why I chose to move to a different spot. It's not exactly a safe spot, because I'm still going to have to deal with raptors. I'm still going to have to deal with the possible Giga, and Alpha Rexes, Alpha Carnos, all that jazz. I'm going to have to deal with it, but that's why we build a wall and spikes. Too bad this game doesn't come with nachos. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.